Welcome back, everyone. Still hanging here with head football coach Walt Wells himself to continue this unique opportunity at the inside look at EKU football and also the scoop of what's happening in some of the areas of college football. This is by us, for you, all those who love and bleed Colonel football. Walt, thanks for being here with us again. I hope you're having a good time.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, I appreciate the time and effort that's gone into this because it's important, obviously, for our program. It's important for everybody involved, and I thank you for taking the time to do it.
Well, I communicate with a lot of our football supporters, and there's a lot going on in football. It's a different day and time, and it's hard to explain it all. So having you here doing it really makes a difference. I'd like to get into the schedule we got coming up this year a little bit. I got two things I want to mention about it beforehand. Number one, there's going to be some ticket information included with this message, okay? And we have an unbelievable venue. Matt Roan's done a great job with the stadium and the way it looks and the lights and the music and CGB Bank on the field, and it's big time. So don't miss out. Please be part of that. And the second thing I want to mention to you, when I was a player here as a freshman in 1976, I took Coach Kidd's Coaching 101 class, okay? And he sat down and explained his philosophy for scheduling. He said, you always open up with someone easy, someone you can beat, to build some confidence with your team and to start off with a win. Right. And this is a different day and time. I'm looking at your schedule here. I'd like for you to share that with us, please.
Well, I wish Coach was here to enlighten the scheduler of our events and let them understand that. But it's always been challenging, since I got here. I'll never forget when I took the job. I sat right down there in that chair, and the guy goes over to schedule with me, and I won't say exactly what I said, but he's no longer here. I said, who the blank made this schedule? And he's like, I did. And I'm like, well, you're not anymore. Buddy made it for years to come. And I like a challenge. I like playing hard schedules. I like playing teams that matter. I've always said that. And so, I prefer to be at home in one of the first two games, but it is what it is. They put them out there, and we've got to go play them. And so we're going down to Starkville, Mississippi the first week, and we play a brand new coaching staff and Jeff Levy, and he's going to try to throw it all over the yard. We know that already.
They got dudes too.
Familiar with their defensive coordinator. He was at Alabama last year, Coleman Hutzler, and so I know Coleman, and it'll be a daunting challenge for us, especially with a brand new quarterback and communications and everything. But it'll be a great opportunity for us to go down there and try to, do what we did last year against Kentucky for a little bit. We're not here to play just play teams well. We're here to win. But you always want to go down and represent the university the way you should. And then the next game is the Battle of the Bluegrass, which and I know all too well. I just got goosebumps talking about it. And you as a player and as a coach have been through it. I have been as a coach on both sides of it, and it is really, really intense and fun.
So you won't overlook the SEC team getting ready for Western.
I might. They'll have to calm me down. And, of course, I've got a couple of Western guys on our staff, and they want to go down there and shove it up them. So it's going. I'm so glad we're playing that game, and that game should be played every year. And I know right now it would have to be down there every year, but it's an opportunity for a lot of fans.
Yes, it is.
To reminisce and go back and obviously then us compete. Yeah, have some fun. Because they'll have a great atmosphere down there, and we'll have great fan support. I know. I've already, a crew of people I know have already got reservations at restaurants, and they're doing everything. So they're excited about the opportunity to go to Western and play, and then we come back home. So, it's. To be honest with you, I hadn't worked past the first two because, we're getting Oklahoma tape and we're getting, all the tape that we got to get on these guys to get ready. But we also got to take care of ourselves, and we got to know what we're doing.
We have our conference opponents coming up this year, and then we have the two 1A or BCS opponents to start the game off with. And our other non-conference opponents are?
Morehead State here at home, and then Robert Morse here at home, and so those are the four. We got 12 games this year, 12-game schedule, so we got 6 at home and 6 on the road.
Sure. Well, I like your schedule, and to be quite frank, when I was a head coach here, I liked scheduling top-tier opponents. I thought that's what this program was all about. Now, sometimes it makes it a little bit tough starting off.
Right.
You know, you might start off with a sub 500 record, and that, to me, that's what, you know, that's when the coaching comes in and your senior leadership and the players come in, because a lot of my seasons as a head coach here and at Purdue, because of the people that we were playing, we didn't start off undefeated.
Right.
You know, so it is a challenge, but the monetary value, the exposure, and then guys getting ready to play on national TV against a Power 5, that's big time, and we want some of that.
I mean, you go back and look at last year's schedule, and we played Cincinnati, and we looked like complete, utter garbage, and I know that. And you know, I mean, it was gross. And then we rallied back the next week, and you know, the way we played the University of Kentucky, and you know, for a lot of kids, we do have some Kentucky kids. We don't have a ton of them, but we do have some. I mean, it's a huge game. It's a huge game for people in this, you know, our alum and our fans, because they want to go over to, you know, to Kroger Field and get a win, and we weren't able to do that, but I think we represented EKU with respect, and you know, we want to win every game. That's what we want to do, but we also know, like you said, sometimes it doesn't go that way. You just gotta swipe it clean and start off the next week and keep working to get the wins.
You got to stay grinding, that's for sure. But the conference that we're in this year, the United Athletic Conference, you know, it's one that we do well, we win, we get a bid to the playoffs. It's a group of teams that aspire to be like Eastern Kentucky University, teams that want to move up in time, teams that want to be the very best, teams that want to compete and win at the highest level that we can. So there'll be some new faces in the league this year, and some new opponents, but it's exciting, and I wish you a lot of luck. I hope you win them all, Coach.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You know, just changing gears again real quick, spring ball's coming up on you fast. How many days are you allowed now, and how many days in pads? And just give me a quickie on that if you can.
You got 15 days, just like you always have. So that hasn't changed. But the days in pads, you know, used to you went out there day one and you're in full pads and you just start knocking heads. And you go the first 2 days in helmets. Okay, then you have to have another helmet day somewhere in there. And then the rest of them can be pad, but then you get into pad no tackle, and pad tackle, and then you get into live. And so live is scrimmage days, which are on Saturdays. Okay, most of our scrimmages are closed on Saturdays, but you know, we've got people that'll come out. I try to close it because I hate to say it like this, you know, parents want to come. I want them to see their kids, but I want the kids to feel free to play. You know, when there's added pressure out there, it's like, you know, just let them play a little bit. So the parents will be able to come the weekend before the spring game, and then the weekend before that, you know, we shut everything down those 2 Saturdays. And the first Saturday is really just a practice because you're only in your pads for day 2. So we go 4 days a week. We go Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Tuesday, Thursdays are in the morning. We start at 9, we're done by 11:30, and they got class at 12 or beyond. And when I say we're done, they're off the field in the showers and, you know, getting something to eat. You know, we're not gonna hold them back too long. Well, now we start meetings and all that before 9 o'clock, but it's just actually on the field. And then Fridays we go in the afternoon because the class schedule is different, and then Saturdays is usually a mid-morning scrimmage.
Well, I know as a player and a coach, I love spring football.
It's awesome.
I mean, you just let it all hang out, get after each other, you work on fundamentals and basics, and it's pure football at its finest.
You don't have to worry about game planning, you know, like the coaches, you know, they got their installs, they just, you know, they get to see kids develop, to see how they develop, who can do what, who struggles with this, and you know, it's just an awesome time to watch film. And you know, I try to do it in the morning so we're done by 2 or 3, and the guys can go over here to Arlington and hit a ball around and chase it if they need to. Nowadays with recruiting and portal, you don't get to do much of that anymore. But in the old days, we used to go over there and play some skin games and have fun. But you know, they take some of the fun out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But you know, you got to do what you got to do.
You got to win. You got to do what you got to do to get good players in here.
You know, I remember that it used to be in the very, very, very old days, you had 30 days to get 20-something practices in. Okay, and the second year I was here at EKU, we had a lot of rain at the very beginning of it, so we had all of our spring practices right in a row. We had like 20 practices right in a row. And back then, you know, you didn't have any shorts and no helmets and no. But I mean, that was a tough spring ball.
Oh, I bet it was.
Made us a good football team.
No, it does. It does. You know, the winter and then the spring is what really starts making your football team.
Hey, one of the things I want to do while we have everybody here, and I've got you here, you know, and you know, we ask for a lot of support from everyone that loves EKU football. But looking back over the last 2-3 years, about 80% of our gifting for EKU football occurs during the first 6 or 7 months. That's why it's so important that we're all on the same page about what's coming up and what you might want to participate in. So there's some quick reminders and some info that should be included on each one of these videos about upcoming events that are associated with EKU football. Coach Wells recently just talked to you guys about the Suits for Seniors, and that's huge for us. The money outside the raffle tickets all going through Matter Pride boosters, and that renews your Matter Pride booster gifts for the year. And the good thing about going through Matter Pride boosters is that 100% of the money that goes to the Matter Pride booster goes right into Coach Wells's football budget. So whether you're going to be at the event or not, Suits for Seniors, please participate. Giving Day is so important to you, like I've just mentioned in the past, and the Matter Pride boosters. Okay, that's huge for us. And this is how it kind of all came about. As a former head football coach, I can understand what you're dealing with, managing the operations, overseeing the budget, being in charge of about 200 people, not just their football lives, but whether they're happy in life, whether they get their degrees. And there's so many line items in your budget that hitting on all cylinders in every phase of the program is what operations is all about. So the Matter Pride boosters, our goal as the Matter Pride boosters is to give you in EKU football an edge above and beyond your already great budget that you have in place, so that you can go wide open, impact every phase and every line item of your budget. So I talk that to our supporters all the time about that, and I'm not sure they understand what I mean. Will you take a minute to talk a little bit about the line items and the budget and the things that impact?
The way of college football right now is and the way we've gone here at Eastern Kentucky University with the changing of the conferences and the opponents that we're playing. We are in some travel excess. Food is, and nutrition is paramount. I mean, you have to be able to provide calories for these young men. Obviously gear, different things like that. Our budget has increased every year I've been here. Matt Rohn, President McFadden, and the Board of Regents have done a great job. And now, was it where it was needed to be? No, it really wasn't when I got here. Is it going where it needs to be? Yes, it is. And, a lot of people, sometimes I hear, I don't want to give because, the schools should be doing something and we shouldn't have to give to supplement a budget. And here's what I say to that is, I understand your passion and I understand where you're at. Our school is doing that. They are doing that. And they're continuing to do that. The problem is college football is moving ahead. We just got passed last week, all right? You can have walkie-talkies to talk into the headgear so you don't have to signal and it's stealing the signals, all right? You can have tablets on the sidelines, okay, 18 of them, so that you can show the video and show the guy the mistake he made, because, it's like the NFL, kids are visual today. And learning is visual. So we can say, hey, you missed that block here, or hey, you missed that tackle here, or hey, this is where the coverage was blown, or hey, this is where you missed that read. And then the transfer portal. Everybody wants to know, well, how's that? We have a whole new set of recruiting.
Right, absolutely.
And that's dinners, that's official visits, that's this, that's that. And so all that comes into play for us. What we originally with Suits for Seniors wanted was the ability to buy the suits and then have enough to buy the suits for next year and just stay 1 year ahead. And we do that because of the generosity of all the people that have given to that. Same thing with Giving Day. We have been #1 in Giving Day the last couple of years, and we need to continue that because it just helps so much. Whether you're happy with where we were at last season or where you're not, that doesn't matter. Hopefully you're supporting us 100%, and we will support you. And we're going to play good football here. I promise you that. But we need every penny that we can get because we're taking 4 flights this year. And everybody's like, 4 flights? I'm like, yeah, or we're on a bus for 15 hours. People don't do that. People don't do that. Teams don't do that. So we're doing it right. And are we being frivolous? No, not at all. But we have all the GPS units that everybody has, so we can monitor heart rate, we can monitor effort, we can monitor miles per hour, we can monitor strain, we can monitor miles that they run. or yardage that they run. And all that science has been helpful in our training room and in our strength and conditioning department, because we've done a great job of soft tissue issues. And so, but all that costs money. It just costs a lot.
I can't believe that's not free. You're kidding me.
I mean, we tried to get it free.
Well, again, our goal as the Matter of Pride Boosters is to be able to impact every line item of your football budget. Okay, whether it's recruiting. Now, I understand you're talking about food for these guys. Okay, they're on a meal plan. Don't misunderstand me, but the amount of times they come over here and work, and the number of gotta-dos that they have to do, and the additional things that they have to do, and you're allowed to supplement them meals-wise, and we want them to eat.
We want, and that's protein shakes and protein bars. Sometimes it's not even meals, but then in the summer, quite frankly, the case is not open, so we have to feed them.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to review, some of the things that you spend the Matter of Pride Booster money on. Like I said, it impacts every line item in his budget. If you had a list of it, it'd probably be about 40 miles long. It goes on and on and on and on. And I try to get that across to those in the Matter of Pride Boosters, and I think maybe they'll have a better understanding of that now. The one thing that I want to make sure that everybody's clear on, that the NIL money, okay, the Matter of Pride Boosters and the donations to the Matter of Pride Boosters has nothing to do with NIL money.
Well, I have the shirt on, which I probably should have had a Matter of Pride shirt on, but Maroon Fund is the NIL. So if you're giving to the Maroon Fund, that's going to NIL. Matter of Pride goes to our program, goes to everybody, not one individual or not two or three individuals. And here's the thing, we started Matter of Pride 4 years ago when I got here, and with your help and with everybody's help, it's been such a great success. And I'm not complaining at all of what has been done, but I'm also just challenging everybody to continue to grow what we've been fortunate enough to do. And what you're doing is you're growing your program, because this is the people that donate to the program, the former players, coaches, managers, trainers, fans, alumni, whoever it is. I mean, Steve Foles going to promise to give me like $500 this year. And so I'm so excited. Steve's actually doing this video. But I'm so excited, of all the people that come in and want to give to that. I mean, I've been blessed with some great friendships in all the jobs I've been in. And we've got even Western fans that have joined us.
I know that. I follow very closely. Everyone that contributes a dime, I put their name down on the Matter of Pride Booster master list, and it's so important to me. Giving Day's coming up. Everyone, please be part of that. It's all about your names being on that. We got the Suit for Seniors coming up. You can donate to the Matter of Pride Boosters through that. There'll be a link. I don't know if there'll be a link involved or not, but you can get in touch with the athletic department or the right representative about contributing to the Maroon Fund if you're interested in helping out with NIL money. And then again, Suits for Seniors, be part of it, be part of it, be part of it. Coach, we got one more segment, so I can't wrap this one up unless you...
No, timeout. I get 3 of them.
Welcome back, everyone. We want to wrap up our final segment of myself and Coach Wells, two EKU football and college experts, sharing everything we know about EKU football and college football.
I love it when you call us experts. I love that.
We can call each other.
We get called a lot of things out there on that sidelines, don't we?
Yeah, but expert, not that often. But we are. But Coach, we are today.
Yeah, I love it.
And I've had a great time, and it's a different day, it's a different time. And the college football game, the landscape of it has changed so much. And I hope that by us putting this together, that our fan base, those that love EKU the most and want us to win every game and want to be part of it, they have a better understanding of the landscape of college football, the NIL, the portal, where we're at with our football team right now, and the different things that you could do to step up to help EKU football, whether it's everyone, please, participating in Giving Day. Okay, it's not the amount, it's the names. Okay, people getting on board with the Matter of Pride Boosters. 100% of that money goes to help EKU football be the very, very best. Whether it's the Suit for Seniors coming up, where participating in the raffle tickets that raises a bunch of money for our team, or buying a ticket to the event for seniors or participating in the online auction. That goes through Matter Pride boosters and all that. 100% of that money goes to help benefit our football team now, okay? Appreciate your time. Coach Wells, is there anything that you'd like to add to kind of wrap this thing up?
Well, I'd just like to say I appreciate everybody's support throughout the years. You know, obviously the first year here was COVID and it was hard and you know, wasn't what you expect as a first-year head coach. But as the years have gone, you know, I'd like to thank our administration. I'd like to thank all the people involved in this video being made. I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank Grant Stepp. The list goes on of people that have helped us in so many ways progress this program to where you and Coach Kidd and many others want this thing to be. And I think it's going in that right direction to where it's set up for sustained success. The other thing I'd like to thank is you, the fan, because, you know, as you look at our last 2 years in the FCS polls of attendance, we've been in the top 20 to top 10 every year. And we need you to come out and buy tickets. We need you to be here. You know, we've got a great 6-game schedule this year. I think we've got a lot of excitement coming in with our football team. I think you'll see marked improvement in a lot of different areas. Got new coaches, new players, and it's a new team. And you know, we need you to be a difference maker out there on the field. And just like, I mean, last year every game we played was either a walk-off win or a walk-off loss, except for the very last one. And it was, you know, it's a fun, exciting game to watch. We're going to win them this year. And we're going to do what you want us to do and what everybody expects us to do, which is our motto around here: expect to win. And but we need you, the fan, to come out and be a part. Buy tickets, buy season tickets. Call Raymond, get a hold of Raymond, and get that tickets in. And then your experience at the spring game this year will allow you to pick your seats, allow you to tailgate. RV lot will be open. The list goes on. So a lot of excitement around our football program, and I'm really proud to be a member of it and a caretaker of it, and I don't take that responsibility lightly.
Absolutely, and a lot of great groundwork's been laid, a lot of football to be played.
That's right.
Okay,
That's
EKU
exactly
football
right.
is a matter of pride. Let's have a lot of fun winning some games this year. Good luck, Coach Wells, and thank you everyone that helps us be the best.